It started like any other boring Wednesday afternoon in sophomore year, the kind of day where the clock seems frozen and everyone is just waiting for the bell. Mr. Daniels, our history teacher, wasn't exactly the most predictable guy. Sometimes he was funny, sometimes he was moody, but that day he was different. The class had just settled in when we all heard the unmistakable click of the door lock. Nobody thought much of it until he turned around, stared at all 20 of us, and said in a voice so calm it felt wrong, "Nobody leaves until we talk about death." We laughed at first, thought it was some weird metaphor for an upcoming lecture, but his face didn't move. He wasn't joking. The air in the room got heavy. Even the fluorescent lights seemed to buzz quieter. At first, he started pacing slowly between the rows of desks. "Do you all call your parents goodbye?" he asked. Nobody answered. He smirked. "You should. Any day could be the last time." A chill spread across the room. We shifted uncomfortably in our seats, exchanging nervous glances. Jason, the class clown, tried to break the tension. "Come on, man. This is messed up. Unlock the door." That's when Mr. Daniels turned, eyes dark and wild. "You think you're safe, Jason? You drive that beat-up truck every night, one wrong turn, and poof, you're gone. Do you even realize how fragile this is?" Jason's smirk vanished. Then he turned his attention to Sarah near the window. "Your brother died last year, didn't he? Tell them. Tell them what it's like." Sarah went pale, whispering, "Stop." That's when my stomach dropped. He wasn't just talking about death anymore. He was dragging our real grief into it. Nobody dared move. A girl in the back started crying. Someone muttered, "This isn't okay." But the door was still locked. Then out of nowhere, Mr. Daniels pulled something from his desk drawer. Not a weapon, thank God, but a stack of photographs. Old black and white funeral photos. Faces of strangers, coffins, grieving families. He spread them across his desk like twisted playing cards. "Look," he hissed. "This is where you're all headed. Every single one of you." That was the breaking point. Sarah stood up, her voice trembling but fierce. "You can't do this. You're scaring people. Unlock the door." For a second, I thought he wouldn't. His hand hovered over the lock, his jaw tight. The silence was unbearable. Then click. The lock turned. We didn't wait for permission. We grabbed our bags and bolted, flooding into the hallway like animals escaping a cage. Some of us cried, some laughed nervously, but none of us looked back. By the end of the week, we heard he was taking a leave of absence. No details, no explanation, just gone. But I'll never forget the way he looked at us that day. Like he wanted to carve mortality into our bones, no matter the cost. And maybe that's the scariest part that wasn't wrong about death being closer than we think. But the way he taught that lesson, it left a scar. Even now, years later, every time I hear a classroom door lock behind me, I feel that same icy chill crawl down my spine.